we've talked about this in the past. The amount of influencers that are releasing speculative NFTs and their own coins seems to be on the rise. Recently, Tech Lead, who I was surprised, I don't know the guy at all, but he's made money at Google and Facebook and all this kind of stuff and seems to be doing well, released a coin.
Yeah.
And is...
An NFT or a coin?
A coin.
Okay.
And in his own slightly sarcastic, but like, this is going to make us all rich, we're going to do it. But he's also explaining the coin seriously, releases a coin and is pumping it, is, slightly sarcastically, but we're going to the moon, it's going to make us rich. And it has gone up since he did it. And it's just such a...
How much has it gone up?
You can look it up right now if you can maybe find it, Justin. No rush on that, but...
Well, I'm just curious because this is just a game of hot potato amongst his own audience.
Exactly, it's just
right?
a Ponzi
so
scheme.
Like,
There's no value is being created. At the end of the day, all that will happen is some people will pay other people money. It is just a gambling thing to see if you can jump in and get out at the right point. Because at no point will anybody ever in the world believe that anyone is going to use this coin as a store of value, or as a useful thing. So it's just speculative gambling that is pitched as an investment opportunity. And I'm just surprised that so many people in the world that I think this guy is smart, are behaving in a way that seems to me super unethically. And am I missing something?
He's deep in it. He's tweeting out
constantly. Well, you have to pump.
Trending number one on whatever thing. And
so he's, if you got in the moment he did, as he owns 15% of the coins, of course. It's just such a way to scam your audience. And at the end of the day, if you make money, it will be off the backs of people that follow you that are greedy and or maybe just naive. And I don't know, am I missing something? Is there any way that this isn't just a wealth transfer from your audience to you, and you have an advantage you're the house in a gambling game?
Yeah.
But like with a much sharper edge than...
I don't know. I mean, unless he says...
He's taking no risk. He builds this coin. There's no value. He puts money into it. He broadcasts it to his audience, which predictably it goes up because people are... And it's just like...
Well, not all coins are created equal. There is an argument to be made that there will be cryptocurrencies in the future that replace fiat currency.
Of course.
But I'd be curious if Million Token has any competitive advantages. I'm surprised as I look through it. He says... Who knows if it's true? $73 million in trading volume. How big is Tech Lead's audience? How is he moving $73 million through his coin?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the same way that, because I don't know a ton about coins, but when businesses are like, we're a $10 million business, and what you find out is that they had 1 month where they made $80,000.
Interesting.
Which means that if they did that for the rest of the year, which they haven't yet, they would make $1 million in a year, and then they do the sale value of that if they got 10x multiple, and so they go from one good month to $10 million. I wonder if that same opportunity isn't available with... I don't know how.
You think take 73 million and divide it by 365, and what he's saying is today we moved this much volume?
Maybe. Yeah. Like, or I'm not saying exactly that, but just that there's a way to extrapolate. This is one of the things that we have mentioned in the past that really pisses me off about a lot of the get rich quick things, is that they'll do a launch in a month where they will do they will condense all of their sales into a week, and then they'll take that week, show it to you, and multiply it as if they could do that 52 times, and they'll tell you this is what this means a year, when they know full well that is not possible. I'm not saying that exact thing is happening here, but it would make a lot of sense to me if that was not the most representative number of the interest in this coin, though it possibly could be. In any event, look, if I'm wrong and one of these influencers' coins becomes fiat currency and a store of value that people can count on, and it's not just a speculative vehicle which you can get into hoping to sell to somebody else greedier and slower than you, I'm just disappointed, I guess, and shocked by how many people, like, this guy has clear coding skills. Obviously, he's worked at Facebook and Google, and for him to spend his time on something that has no value just to make more cash is, I guess, kind of in line with his persona, but still disappointing that we have so many bright people and people with positions of influence just trying to enrich themselves without creating anything of value for the world. It's like, what a brain drain. What a bummer. And I don't know if I'm missing something, if like I don't get the economics of this or something, but it's a bummer.
Well, creating a coin is interesting too, because it looks like he just started by saying the coin has I'm going to say this is rough math, $10 million market cap, which just means, I made this many coins and each one is worth $15. And then he puts them on the market. But then anytime anyone buys anything, he just gets cash for their coin, if that makes sense. So even if it doesn't go up, he could just make $15 million just by getting rid of all his coins.
Yes, I think he put money into it, which he could take out at any time if there's no interest. No, I don't mean interest like bank. Like if the audience doesn't respond, he can just...
Yeah, I wonder how a market cap gets set for a new coin. That would be interesting.
So I don't know a ton about the details, and I don't want to go too deep into it because I really don't understand this. But at a high level, what I am zooming out to is like, is there any sort of belief that this will be valuable for people, or is there only a belief that a handful of people will make money completely in a zero-sum game at the expense of others? Like with businesses that we want to encourage, if a team of people get together to build a car and sell it to someone, there is more utility in the world. I don't know what the economic term is, but we're like the person who built the car is better off, the person who has the car is better off, and they've exchanged value. This is just a casino game where he has all of the he has the edge. And I suppose if you are like a casino, if you say that the value of this is that it's fun to gamble, fine, but that's not even how it's pitched. It's not necessarily pitched as a fun gamble. It's pitched as a way to get rich, and it's said with certainty in or high likelihood that is, I think, not representative of the actual risks. And it's just a bummer. And I'm not even specifically, this one just is the one that triggered me to think of it. Like every freaking influencer is just trying to scam their audience. That's all. I'm surprised. Not bummed by it.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it. I'd never heard about it till right now, but Googling it, there are people who could be totally wrong, who could be lying to make him look bad, who are talking about how he's manipulating things so that he can claim he's not selling while taking money off the table.
Even if he doesn't, like, what is his, or do you really believe that you're going to whip up a coin in 2021 that is going to be the fiat currency and you're going to hold 15% of it? Like that's not going to happen. Or even fiat, or even like a currency that is used. He also doesn't have an ecosystem. Like if Amazon releases a coin and say, hey, these are good for Amazon products, that means something. And because you can exchange it for something that people want, like desks or produce or something. There's not anything that could be, it's just pure speculation. And I don't want to repeat myself too much. We can move to a different topic, but it bummed me out. That's all. Hope that you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to see more like this and have us do more podcasts, we are 100% funded by our generous patrons. And if you'd like to contribute, there's a link in the description, and we'll have one pop up on the screen right here so that we can do more podcasts where we have fun conversations and hopefully some deep ones like this. Either way, hope that you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.